JJ the CPA here. Year-end tax planning is coming upon us. We are going into, or are in, depending on when you see this video, fourth quarter of 2019. What you want to be looking at as you go into the fourth quarter is, well, where do you stand right now? Why? You want to compare that to the prior year. Why? Because the difference is going to be the difference in your tax. By knowing that now, then you're able to decide what are some of the things that you would want to do before year end. If you're having a low year in 2019, maybe you don't want to do some of the normal rule of thumb tax planning at year end, which is in essence to reduce down your tax bill. If you're having a bigger year than normal, then you might want to do some things as you get into year end to help reduce down the current year. Now, if you're just always having a similar year, then you probably just want to plan on doing whatever it is that you've always done at year end in terms of pushing and pulling income, of course, all within the rules set out by the IRS. But when you're going into fourth quarter, this is when you start paying attention to that so that when you get to year end, you already have your plan of action. The last thing I'll say is that as you're looking at where you stand now, you want to get that crystal ball out and have a little bit of a feel of what you think the next year is going to look like, 2020, because that'll help also decide what you do at year end, in the sense that if you're going to have a banner year in 2020, maybe you want to save some of these extra deductions at year end for next year. Here's the thing, start thinking about it now, start planning now, so that you are not surprised when you get to year end, and then more, you're not surprised when you hit April. All right, hey, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me.
Well, here's the bottom line. You need to subscribe to my videos, right? I've given you valuable information here. I appreciate you tuning in, but here's what I need you to do. A favor, click subscribe, check out my other videos, and then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me.